With over 1 million views and 200,000 fans across social media, you're bound to have seen our next guest's videos. And now IBBY is hitting the road for his debut comedy stage tour, I Am. Take a look.
Hey guys, I'm going on tour for my first ever stand-up show. It's gonna be insane. What? What are you trying to say?
No, bro. Look, just tell them it's gonna be hectic, yeah?
Yeah, they know it's gonna be good. That's what I'm trying to tell them.
Nah, but look, bro, tell them everyone's gonna be there, bro. Like the boys, 10 out of 10 glunners. We're gonna have a laugh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm trying to tell them, but you keep interrupting me.
Brother, if you keep being smart like that, there won't even be a show to go to, yeah? You know how dangerous I am.
Get your tickets ASAP. I'm looking forward to seeing you there.
Look, we are meeting one of the biggest up-and-comers in the Australian comedy circuit. IBBY, welcome to the Ange, Rob and Robbo show.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Look, it's so good to have you here. The response to this tour has been phenomenal. You're constantly having to add dates because you're selling out these huge theatres. But it's your debut tour. Is it nerve-wracking that your success on social media, you mustn't have thought it would translate to ticket sales the way it has?
Honestly, Rob, I did. Very confident, mate.
Of course you did. I like a man who believes in himself.
It's been amazing. The response has been more than incredible. I can't actually put into words how grateful I am. And like you said, for so long I've been doing it on social media. I've been doing it constantly, week in, week out, week in, week out. And now that I've announced this show, everyone's getting on board. We started with 2 shows and now we've jumped up to 10 shows nationally. So it's been amazing.
Well, mate, it's interesting because you're very popular on social media, but most of your videos are quite short. They're around a minute or less. How has the process been transforming those into an hour-long show?
The thing is, Rob, I can talk a lot. I can talk for days. I don't know if it's a burden or a gift. I don't know what it is, but it's been somewhat of something that I've needed to adjust to because, like you said, the videos have been a minute, 2 minutes at max, and now I'm going to do a show where I'm talking on stage for an hour. So it's definitely something that I need to adjust to, but I've been preparing for this for years. Like ever since I've been a little kid, I've been imagining myself on stage. I've been doing little things with my friends all the time. So this has been a long process, but I'm ready for it. I'm definitely ready for it. And even if I'm not ready for it, I'm going to tell everyone I'm ready for it.
Well, you know what? I'm a big supporter of up-and-comers especially. And I feel, I don't mean to be condescending when I say up-and-comer because you've got a lot of success on social media. But what I'm really talking about is the success as a comedian on stage, getting people to pay for tickets, which is a huge thing. Do you worry about that next step? And how do you get that next step? Because you've got to get someone to believe in you and your product.
Look, exactly right. It's something that online success is one thing because people can just watch a video, they can laugh about it, they can tag their mates, they can do whatever, but then translating that over to people spending actual money to come and see me live on stage, it's a whole other story. But I'm lucky I've surrounded myself with really good people, a really good team. The Our Group have been amazing with them believing in me from the start and saying, hey, you're doing great online, but let's take it to the next stage now. Let's actually take it to the theaters, to the people, and do something a little bit different. So it's been something that I knew for a long time I wanted to do, but it was that the nerves were there always for me to be like, is this something that I can do? Is this something that's going to be a success? And the proof's in the pudding, man, or the proof's in the soup, whatever you want to call it. The proof's there.
and mate, your comedy includes a lot of social commentary, particularly about your culture. Do you worry in a world of political correctness and cancel culture that comedy like yours is a dying art form? Because there's always someone who gets offended that wants to cancel somebody else.
That's the thing, like in this day and age, and it's a hard thing being a comic and being a comedian, that everything that you say, someone could be offended by it. But for every one person that gets offended by it, 10 people will find it funny. So I'm not going to dull my light in the sense of what my comedy is, because first and foremost, I'm making fun of myself. If I can't have a laugh about it myself first, then I can't make fun of other people and have a laugh about them. It's something that I'm always conscious of. I always make sure that I'm not doing too much in the sense of political incorrectness, because I could be cancelled tomorrow. Everyone looks for an excuse just to cancel me. Someone could look at my beard and say, it's a bit uneven, let's get him cancelled. So this day and age, it's a bit hard to have that comedy aspect, to say what you want to say. But again, I am going to say what I want to say, because that's my comedy, man. I take the piss out of every situation, so I'm going to make sure I do it.
Love it. I have to say, earlier today, I was showing our producer one of your videos, one of my favourite videos. It was the one where you're in one car talking to a guy in the other car. And the language breakdown in the same culture, it's actually really fascinating, the way people turn their back on culture and then the offence taken. But my favourite moment, and it's such a subtle thing, if this door wasn't locked and the door open. See, it's not even a big deal. It was just this little joke that you threw in there, and it is actually hilarious when you do things like that. I think there are great things ahead for you, and tickets for these shows are going very quickly. Honestly, you've added so many dates, but you've already sold out some dates in Sydney and Melbourne, and the rest are being snapped up very quickly. Please go and see IBBY live on his I Am tour. Head to ibbyakbar.com/tour. I'm going to say that again, ibbyakbar.com/tour, and that's IBBY AKBAR.com, because this is going to be a great show. IBBY, thank you so much for being on the Ange, Rob and Robbo show tonight.
Legend. Thank you for having me, man. Appreciate it.